Well, hello, welcome to Tea with a Druid. My name is Philip Carr-Gom, and Tea with a Druid is brought to you by the Order of Bards, Ovates, Druids. It's Imbolc here in the Northern Hemisphere, Lunas at the time of Lunas down in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's lovely to be with you. And I see there are people from the Southern Hemisphere here, in New Zealand I've just seen, welcome, Ohio, County Durham, North Germany, Staffordshire, Washington, London, Portugal, Sintra, all over the place. And Powys in Wales, and flooded Wexford in Ireland. Gosh, I see Minnesota, Edinburgh. Hello, everyone. South Florida, Bavaria, London again. Kyiv. Hello, Elena in Kyiv. Isle of Wight. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. And let's gather in the circle now. As each of us tunes in from wherever we are in the world, let's imagine we're coming into this circle together from every direction. A beautiful clearing in the forest, wonderful tall trees, the scent of the trees in the air, and a wonderful collection of logs and smooth stones for us to sit on close to the fire that's burning in the center. A feeling of welcoming, of warmth, of connection. Each of us is a universe of stories. We each have stories to tell. We've all been on adventures. Each of our lives is the most extraordinary adventure. And all of us here tonight, well, it might be in the morning for you, but all of us here at this time have gathered here on this adventure, decided to stop just for a moment, just for half an hour, just to put our bags down. And as they say in the Druid ceremonies, we have left outside all disturbing thoughts. A kind of image of leaving our baggage down there, coming into the clearing and being with our friends and fellow traveling companions together, pausing to strengthen ourselves and support each other. So greetings out to you in South Wales, Gibraltar, Lincolnshire, New Jersey, Ireland. Fantastic. And maybe now you'd like to just gently lower your gaze or close your eyes and just tune in. Let's all take 3 breaths together. Let's all imagine that we're kind of synchronized around the world, breathing in slowly and deeply together, taking in a breath for the sky above us, with the sky above us, and then breathing out fully and deeply. A breath with the earth beneath us. And a breath with the sea around us, sensing the oceans around us. With the blessings of sky, earth, and sea, may our meeting together begin. And maybe you'd like to tune in and just see if a word comes to you that describes how you're feeling in the moment, just at this precise moment. And it may be a word that wants to be expressed in order for you to free yourself of it, to shift gear, as it were. Or it may be a word that wants to affirm how you're feeling. It could be either. Finishing and beginning, happy, bewildered, wunderbar, peaceful, Arwen, expectant, relieved, warmth here, joyful expectation, worried, achy, relaxed, sleepy, relieved, gratitude, grateful but a bit overwhelmed, emerging, slightly settled, despair, angry, scared, calm, exhausted, frustrated about what's going on with disability services in Indiana, exhausted, peace, accomplished, peaceful, shaky, release, curious, spring like earthy smells seem so real, tense, tired, stretched, butter scraped over too much bread. That's a good way to describe how I was feeling. Sad, windy, afraid, 60 and feeling old but grateful, reborn, overloaded, tired but okay, spacious, emergent. First one that comes to mind is numb, content to be here, drained, waiting, calm, overwhelmed by snow. The circle begins, spring, satisfied with the task accomplished, sunny, waiting, calm, stoic, hopeful, anxious, comforted, mixed, exhausted, angry, sad about a lost friend, inspired, sore, dislocated, full of fresh new ideas, tense, depleted, soft and grateful, inspired with new beginnings, peaceful and relieved because I managed to do everything I was meant to do today, stressing, relief, tired, loving life, frustrated, spring-filled, wrought, content and forward-looking, sad, blessed, happy, thankful, very overwhelmed and scared, connected, exhausted, stressed, very emotional, grateful for this online sanctuary, positive, blessed, heartbroken, tired, concerned, sleep-deprived but inspired, depressed, determined, fairy tale, unsettled, committed, lost, as in I don't recognize the world, grateful for this grove, happy to be here in this community. Olena in Kyiv, I'm a little tired of the difficult living conditions right now, but I'm relaxed and calm now. Worn, hopeful that winter will be over soon, wishful, discombobulated about the current state of affairs, triggered, hands tied while waiting for others at work. Gosh, there's so many of us. Happy and cozy, lost, sad, also sad about a lost friend, longing for spring, filled with serenity, in need of peace. So as always, a great range of emotions. I'm feeling hopeful and peaceful today. It's been a beautiful, beautiful spring-like day, which has really felt like this time of Imbolc, the beginnings of spring here in the Balearics, where I am until Friday and then going back to England. But here it's been very beautiful, and we're so dependent on the weather, I think, and dependent on the sun. But I've made a discovery in a little sweet little bookshop cafe in a tiny little town on top of a hill called Kostic, the boho bohemian I think Boho Cafe, Boho Bookshop in Kostic. And I found a book by Emery Hall, Made of Rivers. And you know, this time of Imbolc, and big thanks to Ema for having given a splendid Imbolc meditation and commentary, or you know, sharing her feelings about what's been happening in America, and expressing, I think, for all of us, probably many of us, our concerns about what has been happening. So thank you, Ema, for that. That was fantastic. And still in this time of Imbolc, let's think of Brigid, who is the patron saint and the patroness, the patron goddess of poetry. So this is a time of poetry. And when I first joined the order, when I was 16, and went to the very first ceremony I went to was an Imbolc ceremony in the house of my teacher, Nguyen, the chief of the order at that time. And he explained how Imbolc was a festival dedicated to the goddess, to the feminine principle, and to the power of poetry to transform us. And I think poetry, one of the best ways to hear poetry, is when we are in a meditative state. And so what I would love to do is to read you a few poems from Emery Hall whilst we're all together in a meditative state. And I'll give you a feel before I begin. I'll read you one poem which is called "This Is How I Write" by Emery Hall. Words come to me at night as if there is an open doorway to the dark heavens. I trace sentences like constellations until finally I am lost in sleep. Dawn comes and I can feel their remains, a faint echo left on my skin. My day is spent searching for them, searching for poetry that awakes me, that stitches my dreams back into dreams, that digs up the earth inside of me and blooms flowers all over pages. Night comes and it starts all over again. So there, in that evocation of the bardic gift of bringing poetry into the world, and the joy and the beauty that it can sow in our lives, which is so fitting for this time of Imbolc, this time of the first stirrings of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. Let's enter into a meditation now, and I'll read you some more of Emery Hall's poems. So let's sense ourselves here. There are about 320 of us here now in this group. And just be aware of your surroundings, your screen in front of you. Take in a breath and affirm to yourself that you are here now. At this moment in your life, you are here now in a group of 320 people. And if you're watching a recording, don't feel left out, because time is bendy and you're with us too. So we're all here together, and we can enter into a shared space of inspiration, a shared space of poetry and of joy and of regeneration. And so if you'd like to gently soften your gaze or close your eyes, still being aware of the walls around you, the floor beneath you, and the ceiling above you, just taking a slow deep breath, hold for a moment, and then breathe out fully and deeply. And as you breathe out, you might like to allow the idea that the walls, the floor, the ceiling are gently starting to dissolve as you find yourself in a forest clearing. A small fire burning in the center of the circle, where a group of people have come together and where you too are able to sit, sensing the trees around you, the sky above you, the beautiful full moon in the sky. The stars are out. The fire is crackling. And you become aware of the earth beneath you. And you allow yourself to become aware of the earth and just to sense yourself dropping into the earth a little, allowing the energy of the earth to flow up into your being, bringing you a sense of stability. All this life in the earth, the moisture, the soil, the rocks and minerals, crystals, the living creatures. And a very interesting process can occur if you just open yourself to the energy of the earth. On the one hand, your cares and worries and stresses and strains can drop away into the earth. But on the other hand, a sense of calm, healing, stabilizing energy from the earth can flow up into your being, gradually flowing up into your being. And you might be able to sense, too, the roots of the trees in the ground, drawing the moisture up through their roots, sensing the energy of the earth flowing up the trunks of the trees so that you're aware of the trees around you now, around all of us. And we breathe in the aroma of the trees. Dear trees, we respect you, we revere you. We sense your power. We sense your strong, silent guardianship around us. And we breathe in the aroma of the trees and the oxygen that the trees breathe out. And as we breathe out, the trees breathe in the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So that we breathe reciprocally together with our brothers and sisters, the trees. And you become aware now of the branches of the trees high above. Then higher still, the sky with the stars and the bright full moon. And you breathe in the energy of the sky. And the energy of the sky flows into your energy field, bringing a crisp, clear, enlivening energy. And this energy of the sky meets the energy of the earth within the center of your being. And allowing yourself to rest in this place, making no effort at all, just appreciating the quiet and the peace. Just breathing in and breathing out, and listening to these poems that I'll read out. Let my gardens speak for me when I am gone. Let them speak in colored whispers of all the beauty I have seen and felt and lived. Let them speak of how much death had to find me, how many hard seasons it took to make me a living, breathing thing. Let them speak of my seasons of growth and abundance, but let them also tell of my seasons of loss and decay. Let the soft, wet earth be a reminder of hardness that didn't win, of sadness that didn't calcify, of surrender that triumphed over resistance. And let the glorious, fragrant blooms speak of my life and its greatest lesson, that the beauty we make never dies. And that was Come Sit by My Garden by Emery Hall. Spring will come with its long light and lessons of how we need some seasons of darkness in order to bloom. It will arrive one morning and drench everything anew. Muddied by Emery Hall. The love that is meant for you will always find you. The river always finds the sea. It was inevitable. And then a final poem. Words come to me at night as if there is an open doorway to the dark heavens. I trace sentences like constellations until finally I am lost in sleep. Dawn comes and I can feel there remains a faint echo on my skin. A faint echo left on my skin. My day is spent searching for them, searching for poetry that awakens me, that awakes me, that stitches my dreams back into dreams, that digs up the earth inside of me and blooms flowers all over pages. Night comes and it starts all over again. This is how I write. I became a river the day you arrived. Nothing has ever been the same. I now stand at the gaping mouth without words. Merging. So all those poems from the collection Made of Rivers by Emery Hall. Just allowing the words to sink in and allowing our awareness now of the group around us. Just imagine that your hands are stretching out to either side of you. And in silence, we take each other's hands, the hands to the left and right of us. Sensing the community, the solidity of the group, sensing its support. May the peace and the calm and the stability that I feel here radiate outwards from this circle. May peace prevail on earth. May more and more people sit and stand in circles upon this earth that they love, to radiate calm and peace and harmony to the world around. You gently squeeze the hand to either side of you and imagine that your hands are drifting down and you're placing your palms upon the earth. May this earth be blessed. May the land be blessed. You then sense your palms moving up towards your heart. And at this point, you may wish to do this physically, moving your palms over your heart, your chest. May my life be blessed. May all lives be blessed. And as you do this, and you sense the warmth of your hands on your heart, your awareness of the physical body starts to grow stronger as your awareness of being seated in the grove begins to gently fade. And you gradually become aware of the four walls around you, the floor beneath you and the ceiling above you, the screen in front of you. You gently flex your fingers and toes. And when you feel ready, you gently open your eyes. So thank you very much for being here. I hope this beginning of spring truly a beginning not only for each of us, but for the world too. Imbolc is Candlemas. This time is a time of a small, tiny flame of hope being tended. And poetry can help us tend the flame. And I hope you enjoyed these poems. And I'll give you a link to Emery's website in the notes. And you have a really good week. And I look forward to seeing you, I think in a fortnight. I think I'm traveling on the Monday, or maybe I'm not. I've lost track of what's happening. So I might see you next week or in a fortnight, but many, many blessings to you. Much love to you. And I'll see you in the hearth if you're able to access the Druid hearth now. Okay, bye everybody.